Ooh, that scared me. I almost dropped my glasses. Uh, come on. What is it? Nope. Okay, that must be it. Okay. I think that's the link. If anybody wants to, I hope that is. If anybody wants to come on and, I think it is, and speak your piece, because we got some interesting. And I left all my cards in the house too. I can go back and get them though. So I heard another content creator say yesterday that tarot cards were considered witchcraft. And it got me to thinking, what people do and do not consider demonic or witchcraft. You know, especially people that don't go to church. They don't, because you have seen them online on Sundays. They never speak about their relationship with God or Christ or whatever. They've never talked about church. You never see them going to church. They never talked about that type of life growing up. As a matter of fact, the life that they had growing up is so different or so opposite of what you would consider a Christian that you wonder why this person would even call anything demonic. So I'm just wondering, do people think that tarot cards are demonic? I probably, when I was a hardcore Christian, when I was attending church on a regular basis, and when I say regular basis, I mean church, Sunday, Wednesday night, Bible study, Thursday night, choir rehearsal, Saturday, Ursha board meeting. This like we church. And even after I wasn't a usher, Saturdays we fed the homeless. We went to the church. We made food, little lunch bags and stuff that we passed out to the homeless on Saturdays. We would, if the unhoused, because I know that there is a stereotype around the word homeless, so unhoused. So on the weekends, the church that I attended normally would have a service where, you could come in on the weekends. It wasn't like church, like they didn't do it in the sanctuary. It was more in the fellowship hall. So it would be less official. So, we would come into the fellowship hall where the food was being served, and if you had a desire to speak with a minister or, an elder or someone in the church, one of the deacons or deaconess, and myself at the time, I was a deaconess and a ordained evangelist. So if you wanted it, this was the weekend, so it was up to the person. If they wanted to speak with someone or, have someone pray over them or talk to somebody about what was going on with them to maybe help them find resources or whatever that was available, and then we would serve lunch. So what I'm saying is when I was like really deep into the church, I probably would have looked at people who delved in things that were not traditionally Christian. I never really looked at them as, I didn't look at it as witchcraft. That was not my thinking, because I was smart enough to know that everyone that's not a Christian is a witch. I was smart enough to know that. And everything that is outside of Christianity is not witchcraft. Just like some people look at the Orishas as demons, or people who are initiated into traditional African religions, they look at that as witchcraft, and it's not witchcraft. It has nothing whatsoever to do with witches. When you speak on witchcraft, you are talking about witches and sorcery and warlocks and people who practice Wicca. Witches is totally different from Ifa, Lukumi, Santeria. There are no witches in any of the traditional African religion. There's no, there are no witches and warlocks and devils and demons in traditional African religion. The demons and devils and witches and all of that stuff comes from a more European mindset. It's the, Caucasian European people that use that type of stuff to scare us into, not wanting to do any research or delve into anything else. So when I heard this other content creator say that tarot cards are demonic and witchcraft, it was kind of interesting to me, especially coming from someone who has admitted to selling their body for money. Isn't that demonic? Because there is no one sin greater than the other. All sin is unrighteousness. So if tarot cards are demonic, then selling your body truly has to be demonic, because you are defiling the temple. Your body is a temple. You are defiling the temple. The temple that God gave you. You are defiling that. You are allowing people for money to defile your temple. So it was just interesting to me, because sin is sin. All the Bible says all sin is unrighteousness. So I'm gonna take my chances with cards than allowing someone to violate my body, this temple that God gave me to take care of. I would rather look at some tarot cards than allow someone to violate my body. Now that's just my thought process. You could have a totally different thought process, and I would love someone that is what they used to say, holding up the bloodstained banner. I would love for one of those, a devout Christian to come on and have a conversation with me. I'm the type of person. I may not look like it, but I'm the type of person I love to have intelligent conversations with people because I can communicate with people without getting upset. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and everyone has their own opinion, especially when it comes to religion. And sometimes religion can be a very difficult subject for people to be able to come together and talk about, because people do get heated about their beliefs, just like people get heated about politics. It's the same way with religion. Religion is one of those things, that topics that you don't want to bring up at a party because it can make things go awry. So for myself, this is my thought process. And I could be wrong. I could totally have missed the mark in this process. But what's going to happen for me is Jesus is going to have to tell me that I was wrong. Like, I'm going to have to get to heaven and Jesus be like, hey, come here. I want to talk to you. And then I'm going to be like, all right, I didn't like what you was doing. And he's going to have to tell me why. So this is my thought process. I only believe in one God. To me, there is only one God that is called by many different names. And God is called by different names because we all speak different languages. We're from different parts of the world. In China, they have their own name for God. In Istanbul or wherever, they have their own name for God. The Muslims, they have their own name for God. It's still only one. Now, when I use my cards, I don't pray to them. I know that the cards are just a piece of paper. So there's no energy from me going into the cards. I feel like my ability to interpret comes from God. Now, it is very rare. No, it's not rare. I do not use traditional tarot cards because I don't really like them. All I use is oracle cards, and I feel like the spirit speaks to me and gives me the interpretation. Just like when you read the Bible, it is said that when you read the Bible, the Holy Spirit comes to you and gives you interpretation, gives you revelations, gives you an understanding. And I feel the same way about the oracle cards. And there are many times that when I am reading the cards, certain scriptures will come to me. Certain scriptures from the Bible will come to me many times when I'm reading. So that's why I have a feeling that the interpretation is coming from God. I don't worship the devil. I don't have anything to do with the devil. A lot of people feel like because I have been initiated into Lukumi and I believe in the Orishas. That means that I worship the Orishas like the Orishas are God. I have an understanding that the Orishas are not God. Even the Orishas have to go to God, they have to answer to God. I know that the Orishas are not God, the Orishas are deities. I know that our ancestors are not God. Our ancestors are our relatives that we are blood related to that have passed on. They are not God. I understand that. It's you people that don't have an understanding. For one, a lot of you don't even know who God is. You don't have a clear understanding as to who God is, who the devil is, what the relationship is between God and the devil, what the relationship is between the Orishas and God. You don't have an understanding what that is, so you will never be able to understand that the Holy Spirit can speak to you and give you an interpretation in any situation. Anything that is going on in your life, you can ask the Holy Spirit to help you and lead you and guide you. But you limit yourself. You limit God. A lot of you limit God because you pull God down to the same level as you. A lot of people make God seem like he's petty, like you, like God has all of the human attributes, the flawed human attributes that you have. You think that God has those also. So, someone that controls our life and controls our being is as petty as you, petty and childish like you? No. Because someone asked me, and I want to get it right. I don't want to lie on this person. Let me see if I can find it. When that incident with Chris Brown happened, let me see. Where is it? Because I don't want to lie on her. Oh, wait. So, this is what the person said. There There were rumors that Chris Brown had done a ritual ceremony to Obatala, Oya, and Yemiya. Do you think Usher being a child of Shango could possibly mean Shango and Obatala are beefing in the spirit realm, and they are causing their devotees to beef in the human? I think she meant realm, but she said human real. To beef in the human realm as well. I hope it doesn't escalate. This is a classic example of people thinking that the way things operate in the spirit is the same way that things operate in the natural. Do you really think that Orishas have time to beef with each other and then cause us to beef and fight with each other? Do you know how many children of Obatala and how many children of Shango it is in this world? That would be if Obatala's children and Shango's children in the natural all started beefing. it would be a civil war because there are children of Obatala and children of Shango all over this world. It would be a civil war. I'm thinking just the children of Obatala and the children of Shango here in the Bay Area, it would get crazy. Okay? And the Orishas have a hierarchy. I don't remember one story of any Orisha fighting Obatala. Obatala is the father of the Orishas. He is one of the oldest Orishas, and the Orishas respect him as their elder. So the Orishas are not a bunch of petty people just out here fighting each other and wanting us to fight each other because we are devotees of the Orishas. I have never heard of that in my whole life. Of the Orishas having issues with each other and we as devotees pick up that beef. I've never heard of that. And it makes absolutely no sense. None. That would be like God saying, oh, okay, I want all of the Christians to have beef with all the atheists. But this coming down from God himself. Do you see how silly that sounds? Oh, well, girl, I heard that God wants all of us to team up and fight everybody that says they're an atheist. Civil war. Because you don't think they're going to fight back? They most definitely will. So my answer to that question is no. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, this Chris, and I want to speak on that Chris Brown and Usher situation. The only reason why I said what I said is because it has been confirmed that Usher has been initiated. Now, it's been said that he was a child of Shango. In one article I read, it was said that he was a child of Shango. In another article I read, it said he was a child of Obatala. Now, I'm not sure which one, but I have seen pictures of Usher in Cuba with his leques on, and it had said in that article that he had his initiation while he was in Cuba. A lot of people do go to Cuba to get initiated. Beyonce and Jay-Z, I'm pretty sure when they went to Cuba, that was what they went for. Because the time that they traveled to Cuba was a time when Americans were not traveling to Cuba. There was something going on in Cuba. But I had heard from someone who practices this religion that you could get a religious, some kind of document to travel for religious purposes. And I think that Beyonce and Jay-Z got whatever that document was in order to travel for religious purposes. And I think both of them were made at the same time. Because they were husband and wife, it is very common for a husband and wife to go through initiation together. They then become twins. They become twins because they were initiated, they were birthed together. It's supposed to help, end their marriage and basically kind of bind them together because they come through the birthing process together as a new set of twins, the Ibeji. So Beyonce is a child of Oshun, and it looks like Jay-Z is a child of Shango. This is what they portray. But anyway, back to Chris Brown and Usher. So, it was said that Chris Brown and Usher had a little scuffle over the weekend at a party that Usher threw for Chris Brown, a skate party. And it looks like Usher hit Chris Brown, or someone in Chris Brown's team hit, no, Chris Brown hit Usher, or someone in his team hit him. They had a little tiff. So I had put on my community wall that Chris Brown hit a child of Shango. One thing about children of Shango, they have very fiery tempers. And this may be why Usher was crowned a child of Shango, to dull back his temper some. But you don't want to play with a child of Shango. You don't. And I heard that his wife is also, Usher's wife is also an initiate. I heard that is how Usher was brought into the religion, was through his wife. I wouldn't want to mess with her either. So, and I heard that Usher was scratched in Palo. There is two sides to Santeria or Lukumi. There is what I call the nice side, and then there's Palo, which is a darker energy, a little darker side. And it said that Usher was scratched in Palo also. So all of this is alleged. We don't know for sure. I have seen pictures of Usher with his Aleques on in Cuba. I've seen more than one picture of Usher with his Aleques on. So I know he is initiated. I know he is that much. Because normally people don't wear a complete set of Aleques unless they've been initiated. Like some people will wear maybe one. You may want to wear the colors of Oshun, or if you feel like you're a child of Obatala, you wear one or something, but you're not going to wear a complete set of Aleques if you're not initiated. Normally people don't. Now there are some people out here faking the funk, but I don't believe that Usher is a faking the funk type person. So there are numerous pictures of him with his Aleques on. But most people, most celebrities that are initiated don't talk about that, because there are a lot of celebrities who people say are initiated, a lot, and you don't hear them talking, because some people say that even Cardi B is initiated, because one time Cardi B let something slip in one of her videos, and it was one of her Instagram videos where she went live on Instagram, and she was walking through the house. Now I don't know whose house this was, because I didn't watch Cardi B often, so I don't know if it was her house or her mom's house, but there was a whole setup. She was walking through a room, and I just saw it. I was like, oh, okay, somebody. Now I don't know if it was Cardi B's or her mom's or dad's, or who that belonged to, but somebody in that house doing something. So it was just interesting. Like, people were saying that Usher was trying to mentor Chris Brown, and kind of help him out like a big brother. And to see something like that happen was sad for me. I mean, I'm really hoping that they can repair that relationship. And, a lot of people, a lot of times we have a tendency to look at certain things. Oh, somebody hit me. I ain't never talking to them again. No, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. You have to look at that person and really see the hurt and pain that that person is going through. I'm pretty sure Usher knows a different Chris Brown than we do. We're on the outside looking in. Sometimes people need that. And, sometimes when you are initiated and you are speaking to, you have this relationship with the Orishas, you have a certain relationship with God, you're you're shown a different point of view when it comes to people. And your forgiveness is a little different than just a regular person. So I'm really hoping that, Usher can help him, because I don't want to see anything bad happen to Chris Brown. I don't want to see anything bad happen to anybody. I know Chris Brown has made some mistakes in the past. Um, I'm just hoping, for the best. I don't want to see anybody in a position where they are, blackballed in society, because I know a lot of times when these celebrities get in these positions and they're blackballed, it usually ends really bad. It ends with them, sometimes getting on drugs and, losing their money and family and everything. And you don't want to, like, I don't want to see that happen for anybody. Chris Brown is a very talented young man. He is a black man, and we don't want to, wish anything bad on him. If what they say happened, like he hit Usher and his team did something to Usher, that's a big deal. Usher is a basically A-list celebrity. So I don't think you want to be out here putting your hands on Usher. So that's why I said that, what I said, because of who Usher is. But I also want to say this. If you are interested in Google Chrome wants access. No, you can't get access to nothing. Go away. What? Gosh, that made me forget what I was. Oh, if you are interested in the Orishas, do some research. Okay? It is so easy to Google. There's so many books out here. It's books on Amazon. It's so easy to do research and not just be out here believing everything that comes to your mind, or every random piece of information that somebody told you. Because the majority of stuff that you hear about the Orishas and everything, the majority of it is wrong anyway. Because people just be out here saying anything. Did Chris Brown really punch Usher? They can just dance it out, no hands needed. I mean, that's what is said. That's what people are saying. I mean, TMZ did show the argument, but of course, the fight supposedly happened on Chris Brown tour bus, so no videos of that part came out. I mean, it didn't even have to go that far. Period. These are two grown adults. Chris Brown is what? He got to be in his 30s. Usher in his 40s. These folk grown. You're not in your 20s no more. To the point where you don't have the ability to, diffuse situations, and you don't know how to handle conflict. You old enough at that point to know how to handle conflict. So when something happened, you shouldn't be out here fighting. Yeah, that's when it happened. At Chris Brown's birthday party. That's when the incident happened. So, I don't know. Child, gosh, I think I put this on my other phone. But I wanted to tell y'all, let me see if I can find it. This video is just, honey, Robert De Niro done had a baby. And he is 79 years old. Robert De Niro, you better be out here. 79 years old, and he done just had a baby. TMZ released it, honey. He said he got some strong swimmers. He done had a baby at 79 years old. And what's crazy is when I saw that headline and it said Robert De Niro, and I saw age 79, I was like, oh Lord, we done lost Robert De Niro, child. And then I saw baby. I was like, what? He done had a baby? Robert De Niro said, honey, it's still lead in this pencil. 79 years old, he didn't have a baby. And people are hot. They are mad. Do you hear me? They're like, oh, why does my eye look so dark? Not that one, this one. They like, oh, he doing that baby a disservice. He gonna be dead by the time that baby gets to high school. I was like, if y'all don't leave that man alone and let him be happy, why we have to take the joy out of everything? I know that man happy as hell. He probably, I know he got grandkids and probably great grandkids, and he done just had a baby. Oh Lord, Robert De Niro said, ha, I bet you ain't doing this. He obviously got him a young woman. He got somebody young enough to have a baby. I'm pretty sure his baby mama ain't 79. He got him a young woman still in her baby making age. He said, I don't care. I don't care if I look like the great grandpappy when I take this baby to school. Thank you, 7-pointed star psychic. I don't. Ron Isley had a baby too? He had a baby late? I do too, Tina. I do too. I count it all joy. Because, I feel like God don't make no mistakes. He does not make any mistakes. If he give you a baby, just be happy and raise that baby for as long as you can. As long as you loving on that baby and taking care of the baby, it don't matter how old you are. People are like, oh, he's doing that baby a disservice. The baby is not going to have him for long. I turned out fine. I didn't have a daddy. My father passed away when I was 5 years old, and I turned out just fine. Okay? So the time that he is here, let him love on that baby for as long as he can. And when the Lord called him home, hopefully the mama will still be here to take care of that baby. And she probably young enough to remarry. She young enough to remarry. It ain't like she's 79 too. I know she ain't 79. Only Robert is 79. So if the Lord called Robert home and Robert go to glory, the wife is young enough, a girlfriend, baby mama, whatever you want, whoever she is, because I don't think it's his wife. I don't think he's married. But I'm pretty sure she is young enough to get married, and that baby will have a daddy. That baby will have a pappy. Okay? With all that money, with all that Robert De Niro money, that baby's set for life. And we ain't seen him in a long time. We ain't seen him in a minute. Well, I haven't. So they could have did like artificial insemination, or he could have his sperm frozen for all we know, and the girl could have just went in and got his sperm and used it. Who knows, child? The pencil may not even have no lead in it. The lead could be broke. And he just, was smart and froze all his sperm when he was capable. Because, they do that. So who knows? But he just had a baby at 79. Okay, we don't know how it happened. But it happened, and he looked happy. And I'm happy for him. I'm not like all the rest of these haters. He ain't gonna be here. We don't know how long he gonna be here. That man may live to be 100. And then he done been here long enough for the baby to have a substantial relationship with the father before he go home to glory. We don't know how long he gonna be here. Oh Lord, here come Gizmo. Okay. Here come Gizmo. We don't have to be out here fussing at his little ass. Because my husband done let him out. Hey, Lady K. She 46? The baby mama 46? Well, 46 is, hey, Sugar Dumpling. 46 is, if something happened to Robert De Niro, 46 is young enough to get 46? She had a baby at 46? You sure? Now, I'm not saying you can't have a baby at 46. But 46 is getting up there. Ain't that called a geriatric pregnancy? That's kind of old for that's on the older side for. Oh wait, here go a picture of her. Let's be nosy. She don't look 46. Okay, it says the 79. They saying he didn't say, he hasn't said what the baby's gender is. I just had a baby. The 79-year-old Oscar winning actor did not reveal the identity of the baby's mother, but he was last linked to a martial arts studio, Tiffany Chen. They were photographed holding hands in July of last year. March of this year, she appeared pregnant when leaving a yoga studio in Santa Monica. His rep confirmed to the Daily Mail that De Niro did not make a mistake and that he does indeed have 7 children. So they're not saying. She looked young. This Asian lady looks young, y'all. She don't look 47. So that's supposed to be her. He don't look bad for 79. Look like he keeping himself up. He looks good for 79. Oh, okay. Nah, in this picture she look like she in her 40s in this one. She look a little bit older. I don't know, child. It don't say though. It doesn't say how old she is. So he divorced his wife in 2018. And looked like he'd been with, oh, his oldest daughter is 51. His oldest daughter is 51. And he about to have a baby. Wow. But hey, he healthy. Oh, and he got a young set. No, they were. He got some twins. Look like they were born in the late 90s. He got a 24-year-old. He got some kids. He got some kids. He out here with these. He got some, and they all mixed. They all. He got all kind. White, black. He got all kind of kids. Cause I heard he loves him some black women. Cause she's real pretty. That was back in 77. Robert De Niro been out here. He been out here chasing women. I always heard he loved him some black women. Go on, Robert. I mean, I'm happy for him. Gosh. So he got a 51-year-old, a 46-year-old, a 27-year-old, oh, two 27-year-olds because he got a set of twins, a 25-year-old, an 11-year-old, and then this new baby. He out here. Robert said, I'm out here having these kids, okay? And he's got the money to take care of them. He got the money to take care of them, so I don't have a problem with it. And they ain't my kids. And if the women like it, I love it. Shit. I ain't never heard anything like bad about him, like he owed child support or, he like out here doing things to women. I ain't never heard nothing bad about Robert De Niro, so I'm happy for him. Yeah, she out here doing yoga and everything else, so yeah, she fit. She out here working it out. That's probably how she got pregnant. So let them people live. That 79-year-old man. And you got to think like this. He's 79. It's not like he going to be getting up at 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning with no crying ass baby. He got enough money to have a nanny to come and take care of that baby at night, that hollering baby. That baby probably gonna be in another wing of the house. So Robert De Niro, old butt, can get his sleep at night. Cause you know old people love to sleep. They go to sleep at like 7 o'clock. Shit. Old people go to sleep before the sun go down. I ain't got to that stage yet. I'm up 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Old people like to sleep. You know Robert De Niro old ass be sleep at 7. So the nanny gonna come get that baby and take that baby to the other side of the mansion so they don't have to hear that baby hollering at night. They got a wet nurse. So Robert De Niro and his baby mama can sleep good at night. Or they don't even live in the same house with him. Robert De Niro probably got his own house and he didn't got the mama a house that she can live in. Cause you know too, old people get grumpy. They don't want to be. I ain't dealing with all that mess. Go home, girl. So it's not like he dealing with all of the stuff that we had to deal with when we had babies. Okay? So a lot of you guys do miss the Orisha teachings. So even though I have a whole entire Orisha playlist, there, all you got to do is go to the channel. There are playlists. If he locked this door, I swear to God. Babe, take him in the house. Because I can't watch him and do what I'm doing. And the door will be unlocked. Please don't lock me out, babe. No, go with daddy. Now, if you go to my channel, there are playlists there. My wig reviews, let me see. How many we got? We got I have videos when we were looking for a house. We're actually gonna do more of those videos. There are wig reviews. There are a few videos on my wig reviews. I'm gonna start adding to that too. Gizmo got a couple of videos. There are chakra videos. There are crochet videos. There are Orisha videos. There are spell videos. Those ones y'all should really be watching because those are some good videos. And houseplant videos and some videos that I have saved to my favorites that I'm probably going to go and look through them and see what they are. And if they ain't my favorites no more, I'll delete them. But there are a lot of Orisha videos. So there are videos about the Ibeji. There is an Orisha class. And actually, I'm going to be turning some of these videos into podcasts so that you can go and listen to them. Because a few of them are live, so they're longer videos. So there is one titled Orisha class, and it's a live video because it's pretty long. There is a Oya video, Ochosi, Oshun. So there are a few Orisha videos already posted to the channel. But I am going to start doing some more because a lot of you have said that you miss those videos and you really enjoy those videos. So I'm going to kind of go back and do some more of those videos. But I think what I'm going to do this time is when I do do those videos. I'm gonna keep them kind of short. I'll do them in a live, but I'm going to keep them shorter, like under an hour, so that other people will want to watch them. I'm looking at this blue jay. I'm an avid bird watcher, and I love it when birds just come over here and sit around and be looking and stuff. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm going to do more videos. Hope you're doing well. I have a question. Can someone place or hide something in your house that can cause you bad luck? Yes, they can. They sure can. Someone sure most definitely can come in your house and place what some people call a trick in your house. They most definitely can. And there are some people who will do that. They can put it on your porch, or if they know you and they can come inside your house, yeah, they can put it in your house. That's why you have to be careful who you allow in your house. They most definitely can. You can throw something up under somebody's bed to, well, yeah. You can put something in somebody's shoe. Yes. And there are people out there who will do stuff like that. That's why you have to be very careful who you allow in your home and where you allow them in your home. I would never give anybody access to my bedroom or, any place in my house. And I don't really know them. Like, people that you don't know, people like the cable guy or somebody coming in to fix something, you never take your eyes off of somebody that you let in your house. You don't never get that comfortable with somebody that you're not watching them. Even people that you think are potential girlfriend or boyfriend, you still have to be careful with them because you don't know them. You're getting to know them, but you don't know them. They can lay a trick on you. So, yes, the answer is yes. That's why we have to be careful. Especially when you're getting to know somebody. You know, who who would know looking at me, just from looking at me, just, oh, she looks like somebody's grandma, but I'm somebody's grandma that has been initiated into Lukumi and received the hand of Ifa. So I'm not just somebody's little grandma baking cookies. And then when you look at my videos, you be like, oh, she baking stuff other than cookies. So you don't know a person until you know them. Dating or whatever. Does lemon in water work to get rid of negative energy? No. No. You gotta go stronger than that. Lemon is not. Lemon by itself? No. You got to pray that energy away. You can do a cleansing, but you gotta use something stronger than just a lemon. No, that's not enough. So just be careful who you allow around you, who you allow in your house, especially who you allow where you lay your head at night. Because you bring somebody in your house and they can put something up under your bed. You don't even know it. They done laid a trick for you up under your bed. and you're not even cleaning out up under your bed, you wouldn't even know it's up under there. They can put something inside your pillowcase. Well, you can start with sage, but yeah, you if it's something serious like that, then yeah, you need something a little bit stronger than sage. But sage would be a good starter. Doing your sage and saying your prayers, you should be doing that anyway. Especially if you're the type of person that has a lot of people going in and out of your house. Because some people like to party on the weekends, or have people over. You're doing barbecues. You're having friends over, and they're having drinks and stuff on the weekends. If you're that person, you should be cleaning your house on a regular basis. There's no way that I would allow that type of energy around my house, in my house, and I'm not cleaning it on. Just like you cleaning for germs, you should be doing a spiritual cleansing also. You don't know what type of energy people are leaving behind, especially drunk people. When you having parties and it's a lot of drinking and stuff going on, that's when you really need to be out here doing your due diligence when it comes to cleansing. Because a lot of people get drunk, and that's when they crazy spirit comes up. That's why they call liquor spirits. Because you get drunk and them spirits start to, coming out of you and acting crazy and causing you to act crazy, and people, that's when you do your most cleaning. When you have a lot of people in and out of your house. That's why you have to be careful. Who you have around you, who you letting in your house, especially where you lay your head. Now, if it's a trap house, that's different. Because ain't nobody sleeping at the trap house. That's where you just come and party and blah, 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 and, do wop, wop. But your house, where you lay your head, where you desire to have peace, yeah, you got to keep that clean. And you have to be careful who you allow in your space. Because there are some people out here who will do anything. They don't care. They figure I will just deal with it when it is some people out here who feel like I can do anything while I'm on earth, and I will just deal with my maker when I meet him. That's their philosophy, and they will most definitely do anything. They'll set a trick for you in your house. I saw where a lady went to work one morning, and I saw this on Instagram. She went to work that morning, and somebody had put a trick at the front door of her job. Had her scared to go to work. I mean, they were serious too. Well, I was like, you obviously made the wrong person mad. She came to work that morning in the front of her job. People were, she was filming it. And she was like, what should I do? And everybody was saying, don't cross that. She was like, I can't get in my job. It was like, well, I wouldn't go to work. She ended up, I think, calling the police. And I can't remember what, I know it was like a coconut. It was something for, I think it was something for a leg wire. It was a lot. And whoever put that down there was very serious. I'm like, she made the wrong person mad. Because they wanted her. Or somebody that worked in that office. And she thought it was, and for her to think it was her, she must have done something to somebody. Because she thought it was for her. And people in the comments was like, yeah, you done pissed off the wrong person. So Yeah. So that's it, y'all. I'm finna go in the house because my husband is gone. And I don't know if he locked Gizmo up. And I don't want Gizmo to be in there in his crate, mad at the world. So I'm gonna go in here and see what he doing. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna start my Orisha teachings tomorrow, but look for them. They are coming. We are going to start those back up again. And what I'm probably going to do is like the day before we do them, I will put it on the community tab, like which Orisha we're going to start with. I normally love starting with female Orishas because I like to show the power that the women Orishas have, because you always hear about the male Orishas. So I love talking about the women Orishas so we can understand that there is power. The women have as much power as these men. The masculine energy Orisha, because I want to really get out of male female, because it's really not like that, because we can be anything. Like I can be a child of Alegua or a child of Oshun, or either, as a woman you can be either. So I don't want you to think that only women can be women Orishas and only men can be men Orishas, because it's not like that. You can be any Orisha. Okay? So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming. I love you. Bye. Ooh, the sun decided to kind of dip out. I love you guys. Bye.